Hello, life has a way of teaching us, doesn't it? The journey is long and the lessons are many. I came across some thoughts recently that felt like echoes of truths learned over many years. I'd like to share them with you today as simple reminders for the path ahead. They may be just what you need to hear right now. Living with sincerity may lead to a smaller circle of acquaintances, but it ensures the ones you have are truly genuine. Try not to be concerned with the opinions of others. You'll find most people are occupied with their own affairs. Each moment spent measuring your life against another's is a moment of your own precious life that you've lost. It's wise to hold emotional connections with a gentle hand. People do change. Even those we hold dearest can become distant memories. Learn to find contentment and joy in your own company. If you rely on others for your happiness, you may find your foundation is unsteady. Share your accomplishments, not just your ambitions. This will keep you grounded and inspired. Do not fear being by yourself. Time spent in solitude is far more enriching than time spent with company that drains your spirit. You may notice that the people who ask the most of you are often those who contribute the least. Take your duties in life seriously, but do not take your own ego with such gravity. Fear is not there to halt your progress. It is there to show you that a matter is important and that you have a stake in it. Avoid making permanent choices based on fleeting feelings. When you elevate someone to an impossibly high standard, they have nowhere to look but down upon you. People offer guidance based on their own life's map. It may not be the right path for you. Not every thought that forms in your mind needs to be spoken aloud. Refrain from any action that you might later feel the need to conceal. Light travels more swiftly than sound, which may be why some people appear impressive until you hear their words. Cease searching for happiness outside of yourself. It has always been a treasure within. You owe no debt to the person you once were, but you owe a great deal to the person you are today. Self-improvement begins when you realize you are often your own biggest hurdle. Your parents and elders were right about many things, even if they lacked formal credentials. Stop dismissing their guidance when they offer it. Carry yourself with the quiet confidence of someone who has been here before. Constant worry is destructive. It disrupts the present, contorts reality, makes you fret over pointless what-ifs, and magnifies every problem beyond its actual size. If you feel anger rising about something, ask yourself, will this matter to me in 10 years? You are given only one body. Care for it well. It will be with you for your entire life, and while it is remarkably resilient, its output reflects your input. When a person repeatedly insists they are telling the truth, you have reason to be cautious. Your true power lies in how you decide to use the time you have been given today. You can never fail in a role if you are simply being your authentic self. Don't compare the private, unseen struggles of your life with the polished public image of someone else's. Just because you long for someone's presence doesn't mean they should return to your life. Missing them is part of the process of moving forward. We may first select a partner for their appearance, but we eventually learn that children are raised by character and values, not by looks. You cannot possess everything at once. Life is a series of exchanges, giving one thing to receive another. To discover who your real friends are, notice who praises you in your absence and offers constructive criticism to your face. Releasing something is incredibly difficult, but it is often the most beneficial thing you can do. With experience, the more fears you face and conquer, the more courageous you will become. Never make a priority of someone who views you as merely an alternative. If you attempt to be a close friend to everyone, you may become an enemy to your own integrity. You were created with 2 ears and 1 mouth. It's wise to use them in that ratio. The most vital thing you must accept is change itself. You don't just live a single time. You live many different lives within one lifetime. Life becomes easier and richer when we can perceive the good in other people. You can cut down every flower, but you cannot prevent the arrival of spring. Let people's deeds be their testament. Their actions will reveal far more about them than their words ever could. Everything you do is like creating a point in a grand picture. Later in life, you can look back and connect those points to understand the path you've traveled. Commitment is the spark that ignites a journey. Consistency is the engine that moves you forward. And persistence is the fuel that sees you through to the end. It is possible to fall in love more than once. Do not despair when someone you care for departs. Often, it is for a greater good. If someone is attempting to pull you down, it is only because you are already in a higher position. Do not make assurances you have no intention of keeping. A casual promise to you could mean everything to another person. Revisiting an old, unhealthy relationship is like cleaning your home meticulously, only to invite the dirt right back in. Maintain an open mind and create like an artist, but think, test, and learn from mistakes like a scientist. You don't find your purpose lying somewhere. You build your purpose right where you stand, and you give it meaning throughout your life. Your entire world can be altered in a single moment. Instead of taking what you have for granted, be thankful for it, and do whatever good you can with it. You become truly wealthy when you pursue new experiences, not just new possessions. Action creates clarity much faster than contemplation. You cannot think your way to a new life. You must act your way there. The life you perceive is a direct reflection of your own mindset. Chasing after happiness often leads to sorrow until you learn that happiness is the path itself. All you ever truly have is the present moment and what you do with it. Be intelligent enough to seek advice, but wise enough to know whose advice to consider. If you can let go of anything in this world, let go of your ego. The more thankful you are, the more beauty you will notice around you, the more abundant life will feel, and the happier you will become. You won't erase the memory of certain hardships. You simply learn not to let them weigh on you. Until then, don't trouble yourself too much about it. Success is not determined by your resources, but by how resourceful you can be with what you possess. Fear holds most people back their entire lives, seeping into all their choices. Do your best to manage it, overcome it, and celebrate when you defeat it. You cannot sail toward new horizons until you have the courage to lose sight of the familiar shore. It is never too late in life to do the things you've always wished to do. Don't let doubters dissuade you. They may just be projecting their own limitations. You cannot change what has passed, regardless of whose fault it was. Don't be upset about it. Focus on meeting the current challenge. People will often project their own fears and limiting beliefs onto you. Your task is to build a mental shield against this noise to protect your own path. It is best not to discuss your past with just anyone. Only you understand its full story and meaning. Others might not comprehend it, or they might even use it against you. Your tomorrow can be vastly different from your today, but only if you take action. If you keep lamenting what isn't working today, you ensure that your tomorrow will not work either. Sometimes the world is trying to show you who you are, but if you don't pause to reflect and listen, you will never hear its message. Your life will not go according to plan, and believe me, this is often a good thing. What is on its way is better than what has passed. Sometimes you simply have to walk away, allow people to leave, and let relationships conclude. Your truest friends reveal themselves when you are at your lowest point. The only way out of a difficulty is to go through it. You are more resilient than you know. You have survived every single bad day of your life so far. You are undefeated. No one will look out for you as well as you can look out for yourself. Once you truly face your fears, nothing is ever as difficult as you imagined. From great difficulties, miracles can grow. Believe you can do it, and you are already halfway there. Not everyone you encounter has honorable intentions. The days you feel least like doing anything are the very days that require your action the most. The only thing you can truly command is how you feel, what you do, and what you think. Stop trying to change other people. It is a task that rarely succeeds. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary purpose. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their own dreams. Sometimes we can only find our true direction when we allow the winds of change to carry us. Never sacrifice your own personal growth for anyone. Pain will happen. Choosing to suffer from it is optional. You are more courageous than you believe, stronger than you appear, and wiser than you know. Trust in yourself. You have survived a great deal, and you will survive whatever comes next. You never realize your own strength until being strong is the only option you have. Change is not a danger, it's an invitation to grow. We can either make ourselves miserable or make ourselves strong. The effort is the same. Keep your expectations for yourself alone. Life is not always just. People who are dishonest can often get ahead, but no matter how grim a situation seems, you must keep moving forward. Hoping and wishing do not create change. Making different choices and putting in the effort does. Honesty is a precious gift. Do not expect it from those of cheap character. When your patience is finally rewarded, you will realize the wait was not so long after all. You must learn to value yourself before you can truly value others. When something painful occurs, the pain is there to instruct us. It is not there for us to feel pain for its own sake. Good judgment is born from experience, and a great deal of experience is born from bad judgment. Do not allow the memories of your past to constrain the potential of your future. There are no boundaries to what you can accomplish on your life's journey except for the ones you place in your own mind. We must rise to meet a challenge rather than wish it wasn't there at all. Letting go isn't a single event. It's a choice you have to make every single day, again and again. Difficult paths almost always lead to beautiful places. There comes a moment in your life when you must choose, turn the page, write a new book, or simply close the current one. When you emerge from the storm, you won't be the same person who entered it. Courage is the most essential of all virtues, because without it, you cannot practice any other virtue with consistency. Most people will disappoint you if you provide them with the opportunity. You do not drown by falling into the water. You drown by remaining there. Life is, by its nature, full of risk. There is only one great risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing at all. Every new level of your life will require a different version of you. Take the first step with faith. You do not need to see the entire staircase. Just take that first step. Don't let anyone convince you that you are unworthy of what you desire. The main danger in life is that you might take too many precautions. The most vital thing in life is learning how to get back up after a fall. Bad days build better days. Let the work of improving yourself keep you so occupied that you have no time to pass judgment on others. People have a tendency to complicate their own lives, as if living weren't already complex enough. A hard lesson in life to learn is that not everyone wants the best for you. There is neither true happiness nor true unhappiness in this world. There is only the comparison of one state to another. Only a person who has felt the depths of despair can truly appreciate the heights of bliss. Hard times are sometimes blessings in disguise. We must endure them, but in the end, they make us stronger, better, and wiser. Playing out scenarios in your head is a waste of energy. The real situation will always unfold differently than you imagine. People will enter and leave your life. and some you least expect will become faint memories of a temporary season you once thought was forever. One of my greatest lessons is that we heal at the same pace that we are willing to forgive. A little bit of foolishness to enjoy life, and a little bit of wisdom to avoid the major errors will serve you well. Hard times do not create heroes. It is during the hard times that the hero within us is revealed. Happiness is not the absence of trouble, it is the ability to cope with trouble. The great courageous act we must all perform is to have the bravery to step out of our own history and past so we can finally live our dreams. Nothing in your life will be different unless you make a difference. You believe you know someone, but often you only know the version of them you want to see. It took me a long time, but I have learned that you cannot simply take what you want from life without offering something in return. Instead of worrying about what you cannot change, shift your energy toward what you can create. Maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses and you start making changes. You cannot understand everything all at once. Sometimes you must be patient. Some goodbyes will set you free. The only person you are destined to become is the person you choose to be. If you have a powerful purpose in life, you won't need to be pushed. Your own passion will carry you there. Life improves when we accept that we don't have to know everything, and we don't have to pretend that we do. Be the reason someone smiles today. Be the reason someone feels valued and believes in the goodness of humanity. It is never too late to reinvent yourself. Actions that are rooted in persistence may sometimes yield a bitter fruit at first. Sometimes you must let go of parts of yourself, or you will never find peace. Obstacles do not have to stop you. If you come to a wall, don't turn back and surrender. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. You can't always have what you desire, but if you make an effort, sometimes you find you get what you truly need. The first step to getting to a new place is to decide you are not going to remain where you are. The most difficult thing to learn in life is which bridge to cross and which bridge to burn. All you have to do is pay attention. The lessons will always appear when you are ready for them. Acknowledging your emotions gives you more strength and happiness in the long run than suppressing or ignoring them. If you believe deeply in something, stand up for it. Guard your thoughts well when you are alone and your words when you are with others. The trouble is, if you don't spend your own life, other people will spend it for you. Be thankful for what you have now, even as you pursue your goals. If there is a single lesson life teaches, it's that wishing will not make it so. Sometimes you are not going to fit in, no matter how much you try, and it is better to simply be yourself. Every journey has a last day. Do not be in a rush. When one door closes, another one opens, but we often stare so long and with such regret at the closed door that we fail to see the new one that has opened for us. Always trust your intuition, even when everyone around you is trying to convince you otherwise. Don't take people for granted. You never know when they will be gone, and you may not realize how much they mean until they are. Never retreat from a true challenge. They provide the best lessons in life. You are the only one who can be both your greatest friend and your greatest adversary. You can choose which one to empower. You cannot control the actions of others, but you can always choose how you will respond. Don't weep because it's finished. Smile because it happened. Sometimes you must lose everything you have to discover who you truly are. People only improve with experience if they are open to learning from the lessons given to them during difficult times. Tough times teach us that our capacity for resilience is stronger than we ever knew. You must learn to speak up for yourself because no one else will do it for you. You won't always be able to help someone change for the better. If you keep trying, a day will come when you realize you can do no more, especially if they clearly do not want to change. Your life is the sum of the choices you have made. There is no grand plan, only the consequences of those choices. Be careful with your good deeds. Kindness should have boundaries, as some may take advantage of your generosity. You can either become a victim of your struggles, or you can emerge from them as the hero of your own life. The most precious thing in the world is the time we spend with those we love. We often forget that happiness doesn't come from getting something we don't have, but from recognizing and appreciating what we already possess. Your future is your past, once you have come to understand it. You have to help yourself. No one else can do it for you. You must do it for yourself. Once you grasp this, you will feel a greater sense of control over your life.